How's it going, everybody? This is Rob, and today I'm going to be unboxing this Nintendo Switch. Now, we just got back from GameStop's midnight release, so I'm going to do a quick unboxing and save the gameplay for another video, because I'm pretty sure that after I boot this thing up, it's going to ask for all kinds of information for accounts, and it's going to do a day one update to patch it up to whatever level and all kinds of other stuff. And to be honest, it's going to take such a long time that I just want to get something out there for you guys to view. So I'm just going to do this unboxing real quick. Now, this thing I actually pre-ordered back in January. I did it in store. I'd actually done it online, and then I switched it to the very next morning to in store when I found out they were still taking in-store pre-orders. I really wanted the blue and red Joy-Con package because, I don't know, for whatever reason, I consider the Nintendo consoles kind of more, not, I guess, childlike. I don't want to say childish. That has a negative connotation, but it's more childlike. And I don't know, it looks a little bit more fun. Now, I know I disparaged the Nintendo Switch during the reveal trailer, but I also said I was going to pick it up, so true to my word, I picked it up anyway. I knew I was going to pick it up. I mean, I picked up a Nintendo Wii. I ended up with 4 games for that console in total, one of which was gifted to me, and 2 of which I've never even played. So hopefully the Nintendo Switch does a little bit better than that to appeal to my type of gaming needs. But I don't know. We're going to start off with Zelda, of course, because that is the strongest game of the release. The one I'm most excited about won't be released for a while, and that's Ultra Street Fighter 2. I'm a big fighting game fan. I play a lot of Street Fighter 5. I played a lot of 4. I played a lot of Super Turbo, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. And so I was really excited to hear that they were making another version of another version of Street Fighter 2, to be honest. So Ultra Street Fighter 2 unfortunately won't be released for a long time. They say sometime in the summer, I think, but who knows. And more importantly, I haven't heard anything about fight sticks. And I've gotten so used to using fight sticks for fighting games that I don't think I can go back to using these things to play Street Fighter. So I don't know, that's way down the line. So for right now, I picked up 2 games. I picked up the Zelda game, Breath of the Wild, which is actually also released for the Wii U. And that's been in development for the Wii U for a long time. So it's gotten really, really, really good reviews. I think it's up to 98% on Metacritic, which is crazy good. But, you know, so was Ocarina of Time. That's gotten really good reviews too. And that just wasn't my type of game. Unfortunately, I haven't finished a Zelda since Link to the Past. I finished the first 3 Zeldas, and when I got to Ocarina of Time, I just kind of lost interest. It's not that Ocarina of Time is a bad game. It just wasn't my type of game. So I don't know. I'm going to give it another shot. I'm going to keep an open mind, and hopefully Breath of the Wild will bring me back to Zelda. It looks really, really cool, I must admit. I'm not even sure if it looks that much better than the Wii U version, but, you know, I have to have something to play on my Switch, so I picked that up. And I also picked up 1-2 Switch, which I think is a game that more takes advantage of the hardware, right? It takes advantage of the Joy-Cons, and it's more of a party game. And I have a feeling that this is going to be pretty popular during my video game parties. I have quite a few gatherings, so this is I do have 2 extra Joy-Cons coming to me. I ordered them via Target because I get a 5% discount from Target, honestly. And I ordered them in such a way that I'll have a set of blue and a set of red, so I can actually swap this one out for a blue right half, or this one out for a left red half, and have a, you know, all blue or all red. But anyway, that's getting ahead of myself because I haven't received that yet. Unfortunately, Target is shipped my Switch and the Switch the Joy-Cons. I mean, has shipped. This is hard to say. Has shipped my Switch Joy-Cons. They just haven't gotten here yet, so I have to wait on that. But that's okay. I'm probably going to be playing mostly Zelda Breath of the Wild and probably downloading some games from the independent. They released a list of independent games, and I have a friend, Taylor, who you may have seen in my PSVR video. He's really big into indie games, so he's got some recommendations for me as far as the indie games go for the Nintendo Switch, which, let's be honest, is pretty much just a tablet, so it makes sense that indie games will be pretty plentiful, I think, on the Switch. And I think that I read someplace that some indie games won't even be playable in console mode, which is not that surprising if you consider the fact that they're probably released for tablets first and mobile devices. But anyway, enough about that. Let's go ahead and get this sucker open. Well, let's take a look at the box here. I covered up the serial number. I tend to do that, and my address. If you ever see this blue tape on any of my videos, it's because I'm covering up some aspect, either the serial number or the address, or the sender's address or something like that. But anyway, let's go over the the contents here. Looks like there's 8 things included. Okay, so I'm glad to see that they include the AC adapter. I saw the AC adapters were being sold separately, and I thought for a second, like, oh man, did they not include an AC adapter? That sounds crazy, but they started to do that with the 3DS, and in Japan, they actually did that for a while. I don't know if they still do that, but they were releasing consoles without the AC adapter. You had to purchase it separately. And I read about that. It has something to do with some kind of crazy Japanese law. If they released it with an AC adapter, it fell under some kind of different tax bracket or something or other. So they got around it by selling the AC adapter separately because you could use the one from the previous version of the console. I don't know, crazy thing. But anyway, I'm glad to see that the AC adapter is included. And now that I think about it a little bit more, I guess they're selling extra AC adapters for those people that want to take it on the go and they don't want to unplug it from their base. So, which is, I'm going to get into that later, but I'm pretty sure that the when you put it in stand mode, that the AC adapter is actually underneath. A very poor design because you can't have it plugged in and in stand mode at the same time. But we'll see if that's true. So let's go over what it includes. Of course, it includes the console, which is really just a tablet, and then a couple of Joy-Con controllers. They're counting each one as a part, so 2 and 3 are the Joy-Con controllers, and then 4 are the Joy-Con straps. 5, it includes an HDMI cable. I'm glad to see that console manufacturers are finally including HDMI cables. I mean, they probably cost like 50 cents to them or even less. I don't know why they didn't always include HDMI cables, but I'm glad to see it includes that. 6 looks to be the base. Okay, so it's the Switch dock. That's the official name for it. And then the Joy-Con grip, which is essentially, as far as I can tell, this piece of plastic where you snap on the left and right Joy-Cons to give it a more traditional feel like a standard controller. I don't know if it has a battery on it as well that keeps the Joy-Cons charged or not, but we'll see. And then of course number 8 I already talked about. That's the Nintendo Switch AC adapter, which again I'm glad they included. So yeah, that's the front. We already took a look at that. And what do we have on the side? And some pictures of the console and the dock and whatnot. More of the same on this side as well. And on this side, it just that's kind of neat. It's just a clean picture. You don't see this very often in retail packaging. Just a clean picture of the Nintendo Switch, although it does have the logo there. So that's pretty neat. That's kind of a clean picture too. So all right, so let's get to opening this guy up. Does it have any? Oh, it doesn't even have any tape. That's pretty crazy. Usually you see some kind of tape or something. All right, so it says plug it in, set it up. That's it. 2 steps. That seems like they've simplified it a little bit much. So there's a support. Oh, nice. Wow. This thing is small. I mean, that is small. These controllers are tiny. This looks more pink in this light than red. I know it says neon red. Feels very. The spring for the joystick is very firm. How are we supposed to do it? I know it has shoulder buttons and. I don't understand. Oh, it just only has. Oh, they're up here? These? Oh, man. I don't know about this. This is going to be really difficult to play Street Fighter with this thing. Wow. And is this a button? Okay, good. It's not a cross-pad. It's just a button. Okay, so it matches. That's a plus, and here's the minus. So like I said, I ordered another set of neon Joy-Cons from Target, and they will be reversed. So I should have a blue plus and a red minus. So that's kind of, I think, oh, there are buttons. I thought maybe they were just to signify which was left and right. But, man, I don't know. It feels really awkward like this. What is that a button too? Yeah. That's a home button. What is this? That's a power button, I guess? I don't know. I've read some things about the controllers desyncing, so hopefully that's not too big of an issue. But we'll see. So the left controller, is this the left? Yeah, the left controller has arrow buttons, much like you would see on the Nintendo 64, where it had the C button group, and this one just has, of course, the standard layout ABXY. Okay, these buttons, these shoulder buttons are awkwardly placed. This whole thing just feels kind of, it's like a neat idea, but to use them like this is, I don't know. Well, we'll see how they are packaged. So those are the controllers. And let's see what we have here. Let's take out the, well, that is the actual console itself. I'm going to see my camera in the reflection. But it is tiny. Oh, there's a serial number. I'm prepared for that. Let me cover that up. I don't have to worry about it. I don't want anybody claiming my Nintendo points or claiming my warranty, so covered that up. So yeah, it's pretty shiny, of course. It's in a Switch, and here's the little stand, kickstand. And here's what I was talking about earlier. The charge port is on the bottom, and the kickstand, you know, would make it stand like this. So how in the heck are you going to be able to put this, you know, on a table or whatever, and have the charger plugged in? The answer is you're not going to be able to do that. So I think that's a very poor design. I can already see third-party manufacturers coming up with some kind of thing on the bottom that has nothing more than just redirects the charge port to the back, which where it should be. So I don't know. That's a little. It is really, really small. So I'm gonna snap these things in here. You're gonna see a lot of my camera in this video, but that's okay. I'm using an iPhone 7. If you really want to know what I'm using, it's on a stand, so you can see it right there. There I am too. Hi. Anyway, yeah, I mean, pretty good. Feels better here. Now I know that when it runs in tablet mode, that it actually runs at a different resolution than the console mode, so it's supposed to run slower, which gives it a little bit more battery. But even still, like, the battery life, I think for some of the games is going to be as low as 2.5 hours, which is kind of crappy. So don't get. I can see there's going to be a whole third-party, you know, market just for extra batteries and battery packs and whatnot. So let's put that off to the side for a bit, and see what else we got in here. Okay, so this is the what did they call this thing again? I don't even remember. The little the base, I guess, for the Joy-Cons. Let's probably pull these off. I haven't. There must be a release button. Okay, so there's a. Hey, they don't make that little clicky noise that they did in the video, which I knew it wasn't gonna do. Okay, well, it does make a click noise. Whoa, this thing powered on. Okay, nice. So we just slide these in here. Slide. Come on, slide. Is that not the way that goes? Go backwards? No. Okay. Yeah, there's a little click noise. Kind of okay, I guess. They're really short, snubby little sticks. They don't have much travel, and they're stiff. I don't know. I guess they feel okay. It feels better to have them, definitely this Joy-Con base, than it is to just separately have them. But I guess it's good to have the option. I don't know if this has a battery. It doesn't look. It looks like it's just a piece of plastic. There's a release button here. Well, there's metal here, and maybe it does charge. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so let's get to the rest of the unboxing here. All right. I know you want me to put on the controllers, the Joy-Cons. HDMI cable. Okay, cool. Good that it has one. Nothing special there. And then a power brick. Back to the power bricks. Don't like power bricks. Oh, went the wrong way. Well, you know, just another thing to take up another space on my, power plug, or what they call it, power strip. Anyway, so it's, power supply. A couple of straps. Oh, these are interesting. They have, like, they're significant. Is there another one here? Oh, there is. I can't. I'm sitting down, so I couldn't see that right there. So they're more than just straps. It looks like you slip them on and that. Okay, so this may make the experience much better. Okay. Well, that improves it. That certainly improves it. The buttons here are still kind of wonky, hard to reach. They're not even like uniform from the edge. Like you can see, this one's a little bit less toward the center than this one is. But it feels like I'm reaching further, because I'm reaching further over here. It improves it, that's for sure. Has a wrist strap here, so that's good. They're kind of weighty. They're okay. So if you want another set of Joy-Con controllers, it's $80, which is kind of crazy. But there's a lot of things in these controllers. I know they're small. How do I do this here? Is that not right? That is not right. That was not right, but it let me do it anyway. No, it's stuck. that's a design flaw. Why would it let me do that? Oh, I see. There's a plus here and a minus here, and I just completely botched that. Why did it let me botch that up? Why didn't it keep me from doing this? I can't get it out now. Okay, so I bet if I looked online, oh man, I seriously can't get it out. I'm gonna see people doing the same thing as me. How is this? Why is this? Oh man. So this, can I get it out here either? There's gotta be some mechanism I'm missing. No, there isn't. Why does that even let me do this? Yeah, let's put it the wrong way. But there is, you know, a minus symbol and a minus symbol. I'm not sure if you can see that. I'm a little bummed right now. This thing won't come out. All right, I'm gonna be off screen here. Force it really hard. Oh my god, it's not coming out. This is ridiculous. I won't be able to use it if I can't take it out of this stupid thing. You know what? I'm gonna move on. I'll have to come back to that. I am sure that I can solve that problem. There's the base, to the switch guide, and what is this? It's got to be the dock, right? And there's the dock. And it's just a piece of plastic, as you would expect. I'm gonna have to call the support guys. Support line. I have put in my loop thing the wrong way. Anyway, so this goes here, I suppose. Nope, it goes the other way. Yes. Okay. Well, I didn't hear a snap, but it doesn't even seem like it's in there that great. Okay. I expected more of a solid kind of a, snap or something. It's not in, but it looks like it's in all the way. So there's the port. So this port is I guess more than just a charge port. It looks like it's a data port too. It's the only thing I can see that's in there that has any electronics. The rest just seems to be a big hunk of plastic. You can manage the cables, I guess, through here. Okay, so I was opening from the wrong side. All right, so the AC adapter, USB. Does that all fit? Does it really fit in here? No, of course not. Why would it fit there? So there's a USB port, HDMI out, which I guess goes through here, and then the AC adapter, I guess, goes through here too. So, all right, it stands up like this. And if I could take this, well, I could do one of them at least. I can't believe it let me do that. I'll tell you what, it's not even that hard. I mean, not easy to remove that. So this is a plus, this is a minus. So this is going to go on the left side here. All right. If I can't remove this, that's I'm gonna have to shimmy it back and forth. Like half this video is gonna be trying to get this stupid thing off. Aha! I did it. Brute force, baby. Brute force. I was trying not to break the damn thing, but jeez. Okay, so let's try this again. Alright, that's better. And this has the reverse, issue that the other one had. The shoulder button's a little too far to the right, and this one's too far to the right. This one feels okay. So, what is this? Like a quick release? It says lock. So lock. Anyway. Oh my gosh, I can't. Okay. Put this on here. That's the way it's happy. That's the way it wants to be. I'm telling you, it's not that solid. It just kind of just lays there. No real click or anything, but anyway. So guys, that is the contents of the Nintendo Switch box. Let me look at this documentation here. I'm very, very curious if it has don't put that stupid strap in the wrong way. But warning, seizures, motion sickness. And then, so it just looks like it's health, safety, information, and usage guidelines. And then in French. Nothing else? Boy, I mean, companies. Yeah, then in Spanish and what, German? No, that's it. Germans are out of luck. No manual. That is kind of crazy. Just a health guide. Just probably because they're, you know, legally obligated to include that, or else they're in big trouble. But what happened to manuals? What happened to the days of manuals? Like full color manuals you could leaf through. And gosh, I remember buying games, you know, back when I was a kid, and I'd buy like one game at a time. Now I have so many games that are unopened that I don't even get to them. I'd buy one game at a time, and you know, on the way home and tear through that manual. I mean, not literally, but it's just, oh man, I'd take the manuals to school. We'd all stare at them. It was awesome. Anyway, guys, that is the Nintendo Switch. I will have another video out shortly with the gameplay. Like I said, I'm probably going to hook this thing up, and it's going to be a while because I'm going to have to set up my account, and then I'm going to have to do the day one patch, and then sync it to the Wi-Fi, and you know, whatever, all that other stuff. So once I get all that set up, I will do. I'll come up with a gameplay video, and you know, we'll take a look at the games. All right, thanks for watching.